Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video I'm going to show you guys how to make these flower hair clips, as you can see. And I know that I'm saying hair clips, but you can use them for other purposes that I'm going to show you at the end of this video, so you guys stay tuned if you want to see that. For my materials, I've got a with 4 yarn, as you guys can see, acrylic yarn. I'm going to be working with a 4.5 millimeters hook. I don't think the hook size matters, but if you guys want to know what hook I'm working with, it's a 4.5. A hair clip, a pair of scissors, and some sort of glue, and I'm going to be using a glue gun. So guys, for the base of my flower, I'm using red. We're going to start with a knot. Then from there, we chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then from the first chain from the hook, you skip the first chain from the hook, and into the second chain you're going to put a double crochet. That is going to serve as 1 double crochet. Into the third chain you put a double crochet. Into the fourth chain you put a double crochet. Into the fifth chain you put a half double crochet. Into the sixth chain you put a half double crochet. Into the seventh chain you slip stitch. So overall you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches without counting the slip stitch, and that is 1 petal. Now the second petal, you chain 6. Remember, for the first petal we chain 7. For the second one we're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, we skip the first chain, and into the second chain you put a double crochet. Into the third chain you put a double crochet. Into the fourth chain you put a double crochet. Into the fifth chain you put a half double crochet. Into the sixth chain you put a half double crochet. Now you guys remember the 7th chain where we did the slip stitch, right? The 7th chain where we did the slip stitch for the first petal. We're going to slip stitch again into that 7th chain. Okay, that is our second petal. We chain 6 again for the third petal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We skip the first chain just like we did for the other petal. Into the second chain, double crochet. Third chain, double crochet. Fourth chain, double crochet. Fifth and sixth chain, half double crochet. And into the seventh chain from the first one, if you guys remember, we slip stitch. And we chain 6 again for the fourth petal, and you do the same thing for the fifth petal. So you guys are going to do that, and I'm going to meet you when it's time to do the second round. So I am done with all the 5 petals, and it is now time to slip stitch. But before I do that, I wanted to tell you guys that this is the base to do these kind of flowers, but you can also use this base to do these kind of flowers. With this base you just insert 5 double crochet in each stitch, and you have this ruffle look for this kind of flower. Anyways, now at this level I am done with all of my stitches, and it is now time to slip stitch. Now to slip stitch, I'm gonna insert my hook into the 7th stitch and then come out with another color, which is green for me. Might be something different for you. Bear in mind that if you are not doing a color change, this step does not concern you. But if you're doing a color change, you can do like I'm doing. But if you're not able to do it this way, you can still cut it I don't want to cut it because I'm going to use the way to do the border of the flower, like on this one. That is why I'm doing the color change like this. So we're now working on the second round of the flower. Into the first stitch, we're going to slip stitch into the first stitch of the first petal that we're working on the slip stitching, putting a slip stitch. Into the second stitch, we're putting a single crochet. I hope you guys are able to see what I'm doing. Into the third stitch, we're putting a half double crochet. Into the fourth stitch, we're putting 2 double crochets. Into the fifth stitch, we're putting 2 double crochets. Into the sixth stitch, we're putting 4 treble crochets. So from here, we're just going to do the same thing that we did here, over here, but in reverse. So 2 double crochets in one stitch. In the next stitch, you put 2 double crochet. 2 double crochets. In the next stitch, you put a half double crochet. The next stitch is a single crochet. The very last stitch over here is a slip stitch, and you're also going to slip stitch again into the seventh stitch, the 7th chain. Like you guys remember the 7th chain that we had in the beginning, which now acts like a circle. Yeah, you're going to slip stitch in there. We're doing the same thing again, guys. Into the first stitch, slip stitch. Into the second stitch, single crochet. Into the third stitch, half double crochet. Into the fourth stitch, 2 double crochets. Fifth stitch, 2 double crochets. Sixth stitch, 4 trebles. I'm sorry. Now we're doing the same thing again in reverse. 2 double crochet into the next stitch. 2 double crochet into the next stitch. Half double crochet. Single crochet. Slip stitch into the very last stitch. And slip stitch again into the circle. We already have 2 petals done. We're doing the same thing for the third, fourth, and fifth petal. So I'm showing you guys one last time. Slip stitch into the first stitch. Next stitch, single crochet. Next stitch, half double crochet. Next stitch, 2 double crochets. Next stitch, 2 double crochets again, which is the fifth stitch. Sixth stitch, 4 trebles. And you guys, there's nothing new that we're going to do for this round. So I'm just gonna keep doing this, and I'm gonna meet you at the end for round 3, which is gonna be this border. So guys, this is my flower at this point. I just need to do a slip stitch and to pick up back the red color for the border. At this point, after I'm done with the slip stitch, I won't need the green anymore, so I will cut it. Now for this part, which is the border, in each stitch that you're going to see, guys, you put a single crochet. So we do single crochet, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, and you do that in each stitch that you're going to see. Single crochet, chain 1, 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 and you just do it around all the petals till the end. So you guys are going to do all of this, and then I'll meet you back at the end. Guys, I forgot to mention, for this border we're not doing a slip stitch back into the circle anymore, we're just going round. So you see, I'm not doing the slip stitch into the circle, I'm just, everywhere where I see a stitch, I put a single crochet. This is what I mean, guys. It's gonna be a little hard to work on this part because that is where we did slip stitches for the previous round. But just, you can change your hook size for this part if you want. It does gonna make it easier for you, but or you can just use your string. Chain 1, single crochet, chain 1. I'm not at the end of this round. That is how my flower currently looks like. Very funky. Don't worry, guys, we're gonna fix that. I will just slip stitch into my very first single crochet, chain 1, and then cut my yarn. And this is what we have. This is what we're going to be working with. Okay, for this part we're just gonna fix the flower, the petals, and make them look in the direction that we want them to look. What I like doing is that I will take each petal and make it overlap on the other one. Let me show you what I mean by that. Take each petal, make it overlap a little bit, like on one side, then the next, go to that, do it too on the next. You can weave in your ends if you want, but I do not want to do that because I'm going to glue everything together. Overlap, and this is what we have. That is the back, and this is the front. You can leave it, you can leave it like this at this point, but I do not want to leave it like this because I do not want to be fixing it every occasion that I have. So I will be gluing the petals together, but just where they overlap. And I'm going to show you guys. Just a little bit of glue where they overlap. And this is literally the easiest and my favorite part. Okay, now that we've done that, this is how the flower looks. We're now taking our hair clip. I will put on the glue while it is open because I don't want to run any risk of gluing the two parts together, like gluing them while it is closed and gluing the two parts together. So I will keep it open. Be generous with the glue, guys. And place my flower in such a way that it covers. And I'm still doing that while the clip is open. And I press it down, and at this point the glue is already dried, so I don't run any risk of closing them together anymore. I'm just gonna cut off the ends that are not glued. And that is your flower. You can use it in your hair. I'm gonna show you guys the ways that you can use it. That was it for the tutorial. As you guys can see, I had a little fun and made these hair clips with other colors. Here I'm just showing you guys how you can put it in your hair. You can also put it on your clothes, your tops, and other clothing items. You can change the colors and have fun. Put them as charms on your bags. Make identical ones that you can use on your shoes. Guys, that is it. That's the end of this video. Let me know if you guys want to see more of these tutorials. Thank you. Oh.